Hey guys, Harp here bringing you a 1v1 today. We're on Faymonville approach, playing for today, spawning on the left we have Haaallow, playing as Ostheer, immediately locking into Spearhead. Face off against him on the right we have Treadz, playing as Soviets who has guard motor coordination, mechanized support, and urban defense. Slightly unusual start here from Treadz. 2 combat engineers early on. Usually, if you're going to go for 2 combat engineers, it'll be conscript, combat engineer. And last. Let's see if it impacts the start here. But interesting split here from Haaallow. You know, machine gun over here by itself, isolated. 2 conscripts making, oh no, 1 conscript and the combat engineer making a play over here. A cut-off maneuver from Treadz over there. Gonna be a close fight between these two. More Grenadiers coming in though, and that's enough to force the conscripts away. And this, at the moment, this cut-off, you know, the fuel point is not connected, so not very impactful. Oh, machine gun looks like it's making a dash for the building. He's got to hop in. He's got 2 squads coming in from multiple angles. Doesn't quite have enough munitions for a flamethrower here though, so it might be tricky to dislodge that machine gun. So he's going to do the darts around the building. Back from side to side. Combat engineers in the meantime are capping. More conscripts are drawing the fire. Oh wow, he went for Molotovs. Okay, was not expecting that. Now a bit of blocking. I get a couple extra model drops before the machine gun retreats. No medics back here though, so might not matter anyway. It's probably going to come back onto the battlefield hurt. Try to put down some mines, but a very slow start here from Treadz. Still hasn't had a high fuel point connected. And now Haaallow charging onto the cutoff once again. Not really cutting anything off. So I don't know, the second combat engineer did somewhat seem to impact the start. Not quite as capable in the combat scenarios in the early game. And yeah, a little bit strange to see Molotovs. Quite uncommon. Especially when going for a double combat engineer build. Just so lends itself to the flamethrower. Because you have, you know, 2 combat engineers, one for the flamethrower, one for the sweeper. And obviously if you're spending a lot of munitions on Molotovs, you won't have enough for the flamethrower upgrade. Which is why at the high level you basically never see Molotovs. Because you can get by with the flamethrower and then you don't have to slow down your tech as well by going for them. But, you know, they will shortly be combined with the AT grenade package, so probably going to see a lot more of them after that. Tier 2 going down from Treadz, does have medics as well. And wow, that's a really fast 222 coming in for Haaallow. But this is the kind of build that you want as Ostheer. He's had a strong start, very good territory control so far. Want to capitalize on that by going for 3 Grenadiers instead of 4 into a very fast 222. And this 222 could do a tremendous amount of damage. In fact, in this kind of situation, could even consider a flamer half-track. That's how strong the start has been for Haaallow, but I can understand playing it safe with the 222. And good work here, driving onto the other side of the heavy cover. Also, those conscripts away really fast. Let's have a... Okay, let's trigger that mine. There's an AT gun coming in. No resources for an anti-tank grenade upgrade though. Gets a flank on the machine gun from the north. But yeah, this is painful for Treadz while this 222 is out here blasting them. Well, the mine attempting to go down, but Pi spots that. Does not cancel it though. Looks like 222's heading down this direction, maybe going to try attack ground it to get rid of that. So he has gone for the Pi sweepers, I mean flamers instead of the sweepers. Yeah, looks like Haaallow coming down to attack ground that one away. Getting a little bit unlucky with the scatter there. There it goes. Oh, there's another mine over here though. Oh, looks like he was mid-bunker building, but then accidentally cancelled it. I think it's down up there for Haaallow. Doesn't have the munitions for it at the moment anyway though. Has gone for 2 weapon upgrades before the medics, which sometimes can backfire on you. Even with such strong territory control. 222 just slowly working on the conscripts there. Behind the sandbags. Pack coming in now for Haaallow. I think, you know, given his strong start in his position. Probably not necessary. Oh boy. No dodge at all on the 222. Just left it out there. Really sloppy stuff. To try dodge at all right at the very, very end, but I mean, that was a very slow reactions. Molotov out. MG42 in some trouble. Conscripts jump into the building and they will come out of suppression faster from inside the building. They still probably don't have enough firepower to beat these Grenadiers. Not entirely sure where the Grenadiers are heading. Maybe he's got quite a lot of munitions. You could look for a rifle grenade on the door. Hopefully that they'll jump out into it. Could be a reasonable idea there. But not going to try that. Second machine gun for Haaallow. Okay. This is what I thought he's going to try before going for the pack, because I suppose Treadz could be trying to push out the quad, but not that likely, and quad's quite slow, so the 222 can generally just drive away from it if you get into a sticky situation. As long as you're quick enough on the reactions. Right, second machine gun. Panzer Grenadier squad would also be a reasonable choice in this scenario. Looks like Treadz going to go for some guards, which, you know, if he was planning to go for the T-70, is going to slow him down. Not going to have the manpower for that by the time he gets to 70 fuel. But in this situation, maybe considering not going for any light vehicle, in which case he probably should have got the guards before tier 3. So some slightly unoptimized builds here. But yeah, that's the kind of decision you might make after you've seen that they already have an AT gun out. When you're building your tier 3, like, you got your tier 3 out, you're waiting for the fuel, and you're like, oh man, they've already got an AT gun out. Well, you know, that's kind of luggage for them, especially the pack. You know, the pack can't retreat, so it's not quite as safe to use it for capping like it is for the Raketen. Maybe I'll just go for no light vehicle, try to push for a super fast tier 4, get those 7-man conscripts online fast, but no, it is actually going to be the T-70. Conscripts chasing in for the wipe on the Grenadiers here. Okay, probably should have chased all the way to the munitions point, but alright. Bit of a lucky break there for Haaallow getting away. Guards don't have the LMGs yet, and it looks like not all the models are firing here. So they are getting chewed up a little bit by those Vet 2 LMG Grenadiers. Got the upgrade in the works though. Here comes the T70. And a little bit risky utilizing a T70 with no sweeper at this stage. Very easily could be around 2 telemines down in this kind of scenario. Looks like the AP ammo getting loaded into the MG42. But not facing the direction of the T70. Got the pack coming through the center as you would expect, but the T70 backs away before that is relevant. So the conscripts were trying to sneak in there, maybe look for a Molotov. That's not going to happen. MG42 holds the ground.
The sector is at risk.
MG Grenadier is going for the fuel. Looks like he's going to jump into the building, but those sandbags could be utilized by Haaallow. There's this out here, but Treadz really strapped for munitions at the moment. You know, he needs the sweepers. He's just upgraded the guards, so resist barraging this. Doesn't quite have the resources for that at the moment. T70 coming across, looking for the Grenadiers. Guards maybe gonna look for a grenade into the retreat. Oh, it's gonna be close. Oh. I think I probably would have tried to stick around there for 1 or 2 more hits. They were super low. Like missing its shot on the T70 there. Just for an attack ground, but that one also missing. Good attempt though from Haaallow. Treadz still, you know, constantly getting decapped though, and Haaallow with some very strong fuel control. Already ticked battle phase 2. And right around there. The fuel for a tank, so needs to get the tick constructed. Has gone for a fourth Grenadier at this stage rather, which is why his tick is delayed at the moment, which is also a mistake. If you want to go for the 4th Grenadier, probably should have been as a substitute for the machine gun here. Delaying the medium tank is a poor idea. Oh, does not cancel the repairs there and loses the combat engineer super fast. He's charged in here and they do end up winning. So Treadz maybe going to lose control of his fuel again. T70 going to work. Grenadiers. Oh man, some of these retreats from Haaallow. Oh, it's cutting it close. They're trying to attack ground, but it takes a while to chew through all those shot blockers.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
And here comes the Pyro with the Flamer. He's pulled it a little bit too far back with the pack. Probably should have rotated it across to this side of the building. Very slow bringing it back down here. In this case I'll probably just attack, move it over to here and then worry about the fine tuning later on. Once it's closer to being in position. T70 already repositioning. Do have the sweeper out now from Treadz though. It's a really good idea. This is a hot spot for mines. Maybe like from here to around here. Maybe even here as well. See the sweeper out. Does need it, especially now he's a little bit behind though. Could start to close distance now with the T70 out. Seems like Haaallow not super strong with the pack positioning so far. And the double guards going to provide some strong anti-infantry firepower. There comes the Panzer IV. Let's see how that gets on. DP dropped there, so could have some double LMG Grenadiers. Looks like the conscripts are hoorahing in, maybe hoping to pick that DP up. The MG42 blocks that. Oh boy, it runs right into the Zis there. Luckily, Treadz still does not have AT grenades though. Probably, yeah, researching those now, but probably should have had them at this stage.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
Maybe before the second squad of guards came out.
AT grenades now available to all. We have an isolated sector. Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
But in this case, it doesn't get punished too hard. You know, sometimes in those scenarios without AT grenades, you know, your T-70 can just get chased down and killed. Not happen this time. Very, very risky utilizing the Panzer IV like this. This could easily be over here and just finish the job on the Panzer IV. A couple of PTR shots adding into the damage. So that was a big risk there from Haaallow. Switch back on the cover over here. Molotov out from Treadz. Does force the retreat, but machine gun setting up behind that. Conscripts unable to get the neutralize, and Treadz is quite far behind on VPs. MG42 setting up, but guards get close enough for a grenade. Threw a little bit short there, didn't do super huge amount of damage, but here comes the T-70 looking for the follow-up. Oh, very late retreats. But the T-70 does not get the wipe. That's a close call. Is this, pack rather, coming across. Double MG42s are causing Treadz some headaches. So he's just trying to shoot through the cover here, get rid of the heavy cover machine guns hiding behind. Does give away the position of the Zis to the Panzer IV though, so it does make it a little bit easier for Haaallow to avoid that. Finally got that Panzer IV back up and running, but while it's been off the field getting repaired, Treadz has been doing pretty well now with double fuel. Looking for the triple cap, and the Zis barrage actually clearing out the MG42, getting rid of their heavy cover, paying dividends here for Treadz. Goes for the steal. Panzer IV just slowly whittling away at these guards. And we might have tried to bring it in here to maintain control of the machine gun. It looks like he's got cold feet after taking some damage, and the Panzer IV is actually pulling back now. Treadz did lock into mechanized support, by the way. This is guards commander. But he's got his tier 4 down. The 7-man conscripts can start to come online, though he is very low on munitions. And right around the fuel for a tank now as well. Speaking of tanks, T-70 taking a Faust. Try and go for repairs. Gets rid of the engine damage, so T-70 could potentially go for the chase down this Grenadier. Slightly late retreat, should have popped that immediately after the rifle grenade had been lobbed. It takes a couple of Zis shots and has to back out now. And that was painful. LMG squad down for Haaallow. He's taken some big losses recently. MG42 and LMG Grenadiers. Guards do not have the weapon slots free for that machine gun though. Conscripts should do everything they can to try and recapture or capture that LMG. It's going to be a little bit of a foot race. Oh my god, Haaallow, what are you doing? Goes for the VP capture instead. Maybe he didn't notice it, but that is a huge blunder. LMG conscripts are nasty. So double LMG Grenadiers. Panzer IV coming down. Second pyro coming in for Haaallow. It's a really good idea once you've got 2 tanks. Otherwise your downtime on repairs is going to be too slow. Oh boy, Treadz lose the combat engineer up there in the north. T-70 took a Faust, so it looks like he's scrambling to try and defend that.
havoc on enemy
And the Panzer IV gets cold feet, doesn't want to charge into the Soviet base.
Su-152 tanks.
Panzer IV backs away in a slightly safer direction. I think that's a reasonable choice. Could also have driven past in this direction. Either way, you don't want to be in that position. Like, this is a very common this direction. You have to expect it to be coming from there. Panzer IV on top of the Zis, putting some pressure on it. Charging in. We're splitting up his tanks here. If he went for an all-in there on top of the Zis, he might have been able to just outright destroy it. Would have been a little bit sketchy. But with proper support, could have been a decisive win there for Haaallow. I think I probably would have gone for it. I love diving on top of anti-tank guns. But you would have required proper pack support just in case a tank arrived. Maybe 2 LMG Grenadiers there as well, just in case anything goes sideways. Rebuilding the second MG42 now.
Guard squad ready. We have mine detectors. Now we can walk with confidence.
I feel like this is one of the maps where going for a mortar is actually pretty reasonable. I quite regularly go for a mortar on this map. There's either faction here. There's Ostheer, you know, you can get some light indirect fire, soften up all those Soviet team weapons. Usually, you know, you're up against like 2 AT guns, maybe 2 machine guns on this map. So, smoke and HE barrages can be really handy. And same for Soviets as well, you know. It's pretty easy to just like camp a mortar around here or around here on this map and some really good coverage. But Soviets of course have access to the flare, which can also be really, really handy. So, in spite of having double Panzer IVs on the field, Haaallow hasn't been able to just outright close out the game here. Treadz with only 1 anti-tank gun as well, so it's quite surprising. Though Haaallow with a decent amount of territory control right now. Seems like he has a little bit of trouble multitasking though. This Panzer IV's been sitting over here idle for quite a long time. Probably should be pressuring these guards out of the building. But getting into action now, and Treadz seems to be in 2 minds about his Zis positioning at the moment. Looks like he's actually going to try save for the ISU 152 though. That's a tough ask. Especially given the way that things are going right now with the double Panzer IVs. Trying to save for that last 60 or so fuel is going to be really tricky. And even just saving the manpower is going to be tricky with the amount of bleed that they're applying at the moment. Maybe if you had double AT guns, that kind of still would be a bit more viable. But as I said, Haaallow, you know, does seem to have a little bit of trouble keeping both his Panzer IVs active on either side of the map. So maybe Treadz can get something going here. Closing the distance on the LMG Grenadiers. MG42 softening them up from long range and does get suppressed. Guards also getting pinned. Panzer IV through the middle, taking a couple of shots from the Zis, backing away now. Oh, Panzer IV coming in from the side on the Zis. And calling in the frag bombs on top of it now. Oh, he brought it in from this direction. Ooh, pretty good coverage actually. Nearly knocks out the conscripts. He's switching over to target that now. And he gets it. Nicely done. That was the LMG conscripts as well. Good victory there from Haaallow. Good dodge. Doesn't retreat where... Could have caused some more issues kind of retreating further into the grenade.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
Second Panzer IV coming forwards. Treadz trying to get away with the Zis. Now it's quite low. Second Panzer IV remaining out back for repairs. Kind of lucky there. The wall soaking the damage. Close escape.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
But things are looking pretty good for Haaallow. After getting that wipe, Treadz is bleeding just such a large amount of manpower now to these double Panzer IVs. Just about there for the fuel, but 300 manpower could be really tricky to save. Oh wow, going for a second Zis at this stage. Okay, well, I mean, if his plan was to go for the ISU 152 and go for this kind of stall, he should have gone for the second Zis probably about 3 or 4 minutes ago. Might have meant that he had to concede a bit of territory control. Maybe leave some squads unreinforced in his base to go for it for a little bit, but yeah, would have helped out a lot against the double Panzer IVs.
The AT gun is ready for combat.
I personally thought we were going to be seeing SU-85. Would have made the most sense.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
You know, he's got the T-70 for the anti-infantry at this stage. Still fighting reasonably well with conscripts, 7-man, and guards against the Grenadiers. Just needed better anti-tank. You're starting to bit up an SU-85 at this stage, really nice. Oh boy, Panzer IV in front. The double AT guns, he's dropping the frag bombs on this one. Oh, pretty good connection again. Nearly takes it down, but not quite. Just able to limp home, and that's really helpful because that is Vet 3. Very, very powerful. And Haaallow right around there for a Tiger now. So you could have 3 tanks against Treadz's T-70 alone.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Will be a bit hard done by for repairs with just 2 Pios. But still 3 tanks against none. Well, yeah. Sorry T-70, I didn't mean to call you not a tank. Slightly late retreat on those LMG Grenadiers could get punished here. Here comes the Tiger around the corner. Slightly premature on the AT grenade though. Grenadiers do go down. The double AT guns have been doing some pretty good work. Last couple engagements, just doing a lot of damage to the tanks. Forced them off for repairs for a long time. Panzer IV doing something a little bit risky here. Without the support of the Tiger, I mean, this is just a really bad idea. It's one or the other. Charge him with both tanks there. Not at all. Nearly did take it down though. You can see the downtime on these tanks is quite long. And with this tank, you should be, trying to operate on the flanks away from their double anti-tank guns, trying to box Treadz out of territory. Looks like he's going for the south instead. Also, fine choice. And if he was feeling bold, even with the half-health Panzer IV, could come up here. He backs his micro to make sure he avoids the anti-tank grenades. The second anti-tank gun's really helping out Treadz here. Oh boy, he came in with a half-health Panzer IV into the center. He smokes out though, but he just easily could have gone down there. Button on the Tiger. Just pop smoke on that one. He's taking a walloping. Panzer IV coming around the corner, trying to pressure from the other angle. some pressure there. It's for coming back in. AT gun spinning around. He's got the conscripts there with the merge. Nicely done. As for now in a tricky spot between two Zis, and maybe the conscript's coming through with the snare. No, he doesn't have the munitions for it. Bit of a lucky break there for Haaallow. He's working nicely against the guards. 42 sitting up behind that though. And in the meantime, Treadz has just been capping up the north uncontested during all of this with that one conscript squad. It's just, you know, kind of allowing Treadz to stay in this game. Could have been boxing them out with the triple cap at this stage. So Haaallow needs to think a little bit more laterally instead of just constantly pressuring the double AT guns. Well, I mean, that could also work if he just pulled the trigger and just outright destroyed the AT guns, but he's kind of going for half measures. Prodding. Not committing. And just allowing the vet up as well. Even the second AT gun that he got not too long ago at vet 2 now. So really scary with that reload bonus against the Panzer IVs, the double AT guns now. There we go. Oh, it looks like the AT grenade connected first, so no engine damage on the Panzer IV there. Close call though. T-70 up in the north, chasing away the machine gun from up there. And another Panzer IV flank coming in from an interesting angle. 10 guns repelling that. Tiger coming in now with the support of the LMG Grenadiers this time. As this manages to get away behind the sight blocker there. That was a close call though. That was a much better attack on the anti-tank guns. Maybe if he had synced it up a little bit better with that Panzer IV, he could have just outright got the kill there. But yeah, just leaving Treadz with this northern territory position, really bad from Haaallow. There's a little bit of resources spare now, could squeeze in one more Pio into his army and that would do. And this is what Treadz has been waiting for. This is what he should not have been allowed to get out, the ISU 152, especially with his build. Haallow's strong start. And now it's on the field, let's see how it goes. The easiest counter to this is generally like planes. Of course Haaallow going for fragmentation bombs instead. And there we go, he's on armor piercing, strong start against the Tiger, takes a walloping there. Spoke out to safety. Might be tricky for Treadz to use this on high explosive though, given his dangerous position. The only thing that's really working, or one of the huge things that's working in Haallow's favour, is that Treadz very strapped for munitions so far this game, so he hasn't really had a chance to plant a whole bunch of mines. Panzer IV going in for the flank on the ISU already. No support from either of the other two tanks though, this is just a horrible idea. Oh my gosh.
We are losing territory.
So annoying to watch. It depends if we're just sitting here while both the AT guns were facing the other direction. Could have brought it in. Maybe got the D crew. Just a lot of cohesion lacking from Haallow's movements for this game, which is rather frustrating for me to watch.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
Panzer 4 looking to come in from the side. Button on Tiger here. Taking a lot of damage though. As soon as he hits buttons, he should just smoke. It's very late on that smoke. Could have avoided probably 2 Zis hits. He was on time with it there. And he is, you know, doing some reasonable ideas, you know, coming in from flanks. Forcing Treadz from side to side a little bit.
Our territory is falling into enemy
Yeah, very
hands.
lacking in cohesion. And this is where using the tactical map can come in handy. Very easy to, you know, coordinate tank plays in multiple areas of the map at the same time. Impression that Haaallow is not a tactical map player from what I've seen. Oh boy, machine gun in the north, gonna go down to the T-70. He just moved it up there and forgot about it. And that was a Vet 3, I think, that machine gun, so a bit of a shame to lose it. Nice to dodge out of the machine gun, but does end up getting suppressed. I think Treadz next will probably be another combat engineer just so he has more repairs. Is that an attack ground or was that a grenadier squad there? Oh boy. Okay, they're on the retreat now, but double guards. Panzerful coming in. Could smoke to cover the retreat. Another missed opportunity there from Haaallow. He's very slow to activate the smoke. Tiger up in the north, going hunting for the T-70. Pops recon mode. He's just way too fast. Speeding out of there. Tiger looking to come in from the north. Panzer 4 wrapping around. Treadz did rotate the AAT guns to deal with the Tiger. He pops smoke this time though at a reasonable pace. Oh no, but slightly awkward pathing here. Luckily this didn't have sight, maybe getting blocked by those trees there. As Full gets out of there. Oh, taking a lot of hits from the AAT guns. Oof. Coming down. Tiger coming into the center. ISU is on armor piercing. Charging in. Going for the AAT guns. They're both low in health, but I don't know. He pops smoke now. Attack ground wars maybe. No, he's just running away. He's getting cold feet. Just going forwards with the ISU and the Tiger. Oh man, why did he pick up a PTRS? That's a terrible idea. So Treadz handling that pressure pretty well with the AT gun positioning, diffusing that threat. Another machine gun coming in for Haaallow. This one up here is available for the recrew. Let's put down a bunker over here as well. Reasonable idea. He's pretty close to pop cap. But another Pio, he could squeeze it into his army size. And he really does need the repairs with the way that he's using his tanks, taking a lot of damage.
Capturing supply sector.
Treadz, meanwhile, is also pretty close to his pop cap limit once everything's reinforced and whatnot. Might be able to squeeze one T-34 into the build. Keep some stuff that's not fully reinforced. Okay, recon plane up. Oh, target weak point on the ISU. Pack. We're going to connect for 1 or 2 more hits. Bouncing though at the moment. Panzer 4 coming around. Another bounce. So pretty unlucky there for Haaallow. A lot of bounces. It did tick under 100, but he did cap in the south. Panzer 4 not having much luck against the ISU's frontal armor there. Decides to disengage. T-70 up there in the north. Oh, goes for the recon on the machine gun that was up here as well. T-70 gonna take care of that quite quickly. Looks like a Panzer IV's heading up in that direction though. Nice to see the Panzer IV's using sending out to the flanks. It also makes more sense to send the Panzer IV out to the flanks instead of the Tiger, right? It's so much faster, much better chance of chasing down the T-70 and also less time to rotate. The AT guns coming forwards. Two Grenadiers doing a reasonable job of holding their ground against the guards here. Panzer IV up in the north, double AT gun spinning around for that. Tiger's over here though. Double AT gun spinning around for the Tiger now. And there we go, boxes them out. And good idea here for Haaallow making a charge right onto the VPs. That's what he should be looking for at the moment. Did lose his pack though, as well as this machine gun. Plane up in the air. And it makes Treadz, you know, reconsider his team weapon positioning. There's one coming in from the side angle here. The ISU on armor piercing just blasting away up to Vet 1 now. Oh boy, what happened to these Grenadiers? They're dead already? To the T-70? That's really bad for Haaallow. Oh, he's going for a Panzerwerfer. I suppose that's a reasonable choice against this many team weapons. But generally, you know, I'm not a huge fan of Panzerwerfers in 1v1. Quite often they can, you know, miss, and sometimes it can be like 3 or so barrages before they really get a good hit. And oftentimes in 1v1 that's enough time to just outright lose you the game, not getting a payback on your investment for that long. What's he doing over here? Capping circle, whoops. It's not even like cover-seeking behavior, right? Because if it was, they'd probably just go for this side of the wall. I'm not entirely sure what's going on up there. Conscripts go down though to the Tiger. Nice wipe. Tiger staying in against double AT guns frontally. That's a terrible idea. Oh, okay, he's trying to bait for the Werfer. I didn't even hear that. Okay, well that was a reasonable decision then. It is in here, but from cover, they're not quite in the capture circle there. Looks like T-70's got to head up to the north anyway. Okay, they are in the capture circle. No, T-70 decides against it, maybe thinks that it's bait. Double AT gun's actually very low with the Tiger over here. Needs to bring in the healthy Panzer IV. This is the time to capitalize. Take down these double AT guns. Oh my god, Tiger, you need to continue the chase here, buddy. Pop the blitz. Needs this Panzer IV. Okay, he's popping the blitz, but he's switching his focus fire over to the guards briefly. Oh no, and now everything's squaring off on the Tiger. Tiger taking a lot of damage. Needed to keep his pace with the AT guns a little bit earlier so that the machine guns were firing that whole time. Consistent damage to force away or decrew the AT guns, and they both limp home on 2 models, extremely low health. Also could have brought in the second Panzer IV. He's bringing that in now though. AT guns spinning around, managed to reinforce a bit here, and there we go. He's disengaged with the Panzer IVs. No, he's bringing in the second Panzer IV. This is what's he doing? Oh no, this could be disastrous if Treadz is on point with the attack grounds. No, he is not. So yeah, just time and time again, Haaallow lacking some cohesion with his pushes. Makes me also wonder what his control group usage is like. do have put up a video on my control group allocation. In this case, I probably have the Tiger on 1, one of the Panzer IVs on 2, other Panzer IV on 5.
The sector is at risk.
So that way, you know, if you're during a big engagement, microing your tanks, you just hit, you know, Control 4, right click, and just bring it in quickly, which is something that Haaallow seems to be missing in a lot of these engagements. Almost never bringing in a second tank for support.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
And that's where control groups really shine. And now SU-85 coming in for Treadz, and this is going to make life really hard for Haaallow. Not going to work on the ISU, but doesn't have veterancies. Rifle in.
SU-85 to deploy.
Yeah, getting some good hits in though on the ISU. Another recon plane up for Haaallow. It's got the Werfer ready to fire. Oh boy, runs just head on into all the anti-tank there, and this time he gets punished for it. No smoke, didn't have munitions. So the Faymonville goes down. Clock is stopped at the moment. Haaallow has burned through most of his resources now. Going for another Panzer IV.
Sector.
Interesting. Is she rotating here? And Haaallow probably should have been able to hear that rotating through the fog. Bringing it across the pack more towards the center to support once he heard that. And buttoned here on the Tiger. Good backfire for the guards though. Double AT guns on the rear armor of the Tiger. Oh.
We have lost one of our armored
Okay.
vehicles.
Did you lose the T-70 up there in the north, the Panzer IV perhaps? Tiger also getting away, very low on health though. And the Werfer off target. We've got one more kill there. British Panzer IV
50 points remain before our defeat.
trying to hold the ground here, but we've got the one AT gun over here. It looks like he's behind the tree line, so the AT gun, I think, being used on attack move, going to get a little bit too close. Treadz realizes that. Panzer IV does not have the machine gun upgrade though, so it is limiting his damage a little bit here. But the bunker actually doing some really good damage to the anti-tank gun. I'll be able to get the D crew here. It's going to be close. Wow, those last two bursts almost did no damage. A little bit unlucky there for Haaallow. Treadz managing to get neutralized down to 41 VPs. He's hanging in there. Okay, IL-2 bombing run coming in on the pack dodging. And avoids the damage nicely there. Both players kind of stalling out on that central VP. ISU's on high explosive though, so his grenadiers have to be careful even behind cover. There they go. We're ready to fire again. Grenade a little bit too early there, no engine damage. now Haaallow big time on the back foot. The ISU AAT gun S-35 combo boxing him out. He's hurting for territory control. He's lost a good chunk of his infantry as well. Now Triple turned against him. Barrage coming in. Had a very easy dodge there from Treadz. Did end up getting a third pyro though, so it's good to see from Haaallow. Really should be trying to play on the flanks as much as possible at the moment. Treadz with a strong head-on army, but not super mobile, dependent on the AAT gun rotations. So playing against the flanks is going to be quite tricky for him. Seems like Haaallow just continuously charging into the center. I mean, he could have just sent that Grenadier up to the north and got all this territory. Oh boy, Tiger making a bit of a dive here. Popping smoke. Can that help him get away this time? Panzer IV charging in now.
The enemy still has 300 points.
This is where having a Werfer ready to fire as well would be quite handy on this anti-tank gun. Double Panzer IV's coming in. Tiger briefly halting its charge. He's blitzing away from the center. Panzer IV's in some trouble here. Taking a hammering. Second Panzer IV could also maybe go down if the S-35. Yep, there we go. Finds the angle. Both the P4s go down. And I think that is the turning point for Treadz. Now he's in a comfortable position in spite of only having 41 VPs. But yeah, I mean, Haaallow kind of making some like okay plays, you know, coming in from multiple angles, but just lacking the timing a little bit. Oh no, no retreat there in the center, squad down. Should be playing a bit more for the flanks here, just constantly on the edges. This is free territory, but he continues to play more towards the center, playing into the hands of the ISU. And yeah, you kind of need to time your pushes. You know, you want to have your indirect fire ready to fire on the anti-tank guns. Maybe you want to have your off-map ready to target their anti-tank guns. That has been lacking from Haallow's approach so far. Slight overextension on the anti-tank gun there. Finds an angle on the ISU, but there's a lot of AT guns right here. There's a 4. Oh no. Luckily this AT gun's somehow not firing at the moment. Weird. Very, very lucky for that Panzer IV though. You know, with that level of variancy, that rate of fire. Might have lost it there. I wonder if it's bugged. Have to wait and see. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen a bug exist though. Oh, team weapon down. And again, quite risky there, coming in with the half-health Panzer IV. The S-35 had been pushed up. Could have lost it there. Another Grenadier coming in for Haaallow. Target coming across to the VP on the flank. But I mean this has been uncapped. Haaallow hasn't contested it at all for like close to 10 minutes it feels like, and it's got no defenses. Oh, Tiger. Pop smoke to break the button. His tanks are quite low. Engine damage on them, but the Grenadier's not pushing forwards. He's going for a Werfer barrage on top of the tanks. stuff. Tiger looking to chase off the guards and does so successfully. Taking some hits from the AT gun though. These Grenadiers need to get on their bicycle as well. Come the triple Pios. Second Werfer coming for Haaallow. 4 kills so far. He's had it for about 20 minutes. Oh no, another charge forwards.
Our enemy has only 200 points.
Oh no. Well, I think I'm gonna call it there. I think we can see where this game's going. Oh man. But yeah. Treadz pulling it back from the brink here. If he was planning to go for the ISU 152, he should have got the second AT gun out, which is just so much earlier. The double combat engineer at the start, I don't know if that was a misclick, but it didn't seem to be super successful. The Molotovs also not a big fan of, slows down your light vehicles. Generally better to just go for the flamethrowers. But, you know, some pretty good anti-tank gun positioning overall. Kept things competitive. As for Haaallow, you know, we saw a lot of lack in coordination with his attacks. Seems to only be able to micro one tank at once. And constantly playing into the ISU 152's hands, just trying to fight through the center again and again. And the flanks are very open for attack. So yeah, I'll wrap on that, guys. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you off for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.